It's a cool, overcast 71 degrees here on the northeast side of Indianapolis, but that's a welcome feeling after a heat wave that had heat indexes of almost 110 degrees over the last week. So the good weather arrives just in time for the Central Regional of the Little League Softball World Series here in Fishers, Indiana. It's the team from Tallmadge, Ohio, against the team from Gladstone, Michigan. Hi again, everybody. Joel Gadeck, glad to have you alongside Diamondside here at Fishers High School, where Gladstone makes the 9-hour trek down from the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. They'll take on the squad from Northeast Ohio, Tallmadge, Ohio, here in the third game of our first day of pool play in the Central Regional. Now, if you followed the Little League World Series of softball last year, you know a little bit about the Central Regional and Ohio. That's where the champion came from in Wheelersburg. Tallmadge carries the mantle for Ohio. 9 teams here, 9 states are represented. They're broken up into pools. Illinois over Wisconsin 10-0 in our opener today. Iowa topped Kentucky in game 2. A pitcher's duel with just 3 hits after the first inning. Our final pool here with Ohio and Michigan. Missouri is the final team in this trio. Elimination rounds to follow, but it all starts today. Tallmadge was in the Little League World Series in 14, Gladstone in 07. Can they make it in 19?
We take thousands of pictures with automatic cameras looking for small elements. With Microsoft AI, we can analyze these images in 10 minutes instead of 10 days, so we have more time to find and protect them.
Time on your side? Take your inspiration to the Home Depot with a top-rated selection of bathroom vanities. Today is the day for Do It. Why let the kids have more fun? Shop vanities starting just $139. The Home Depot. More safe, more Do It.
The best thing Tri-C did for me was give me opportunities. The workforce program prepared me for the career I have now. I got a job in the aerospace industry where I work on CNC machines. I have 3 younger brothers. I want to teach my brothers, hard work actually pays off. Come to Tri-C. It's a great stepping stone to wherever you're trying to get to in life. My name is Chris Grooms, and I got my start at Tri-C.
It's nice to have America's best warranty for peace of mind, but it's better to have a car built so well you may never need it. Better is only better when it puts people first.
Injured? A few clicks is all it takes to find out if you might need a lawyer. Go to nphm.com and use Nuremberg Paris's interactive case, no case tool. No personal information. Just answer a few questions about what happened, and you'll get the answers you need to help you make the right choice. Fast, easy, free, and confidential. It's the case, no case tool. Only online at Nuremberg Paris. Visit nphm.com. Nuremberg Paris, fighting for the injured since 1928.
When there's a power out, we're the ones out there fixing it. Rain, snow, heat, we're out there.
Every day, we're working to keep Ohio's homes and businesses connected, testing equipment, replacing thousands of electrical poles, expanding our energy grid, and when the unexpected strikes, we're there, around the clock, to keep the lights on.
You're not leaving, you're there until they have power.
With the hardworking people we have on the line, the energy to serve our community is boundless.
It's the first game in Pool A here at the Little League Softball Central Regional. The trip to Portland, Oregon to play in the Little League Softball World Series. Ohio and Michigan joined by Missouri in this pool. It is the third game of pool play today. Victors earlier from Illinois and Iowa. Starting lineup for this Ohio team, which carries the mantle for the state that had not just the Central Region champion last year, but the overall Little League World Series champion. Ohio comes from the northeast corner of the state. Tallmadge, Layla Stazak to lead things off. Lexi Gray, their best all-around athlete, will start at third base. Ellie Gilliland, coach's daughter. Nola Marshall is cleaning up in center field. Sam Farabee is the catcher. Danielle Charton is one of 3 11-year-olds on this team. She'll be batting 7th. And Emma Boring, the one they call Miss Hustle, cleans things up in the 9 spot. They'll try to get it done today against one of the best names, hands down, in Little League softball, Montgomery Pepin, the 13-year-old who has been phenomenal with a 2-pitch mix. She throws a fastball and a changeup, and it's pretty much just a fastball. She is an artiste and a master of location. Of course, Little League softball and Little League baseball, for that matter, for 11 and 12-year-olds. However, on the softball side, if your 13th birthday occurs during the calendar year of that World Series, so here in 2019, you turn 13, you are still eligible to play with your classmates. Montgomery Pepin is the coach's daughter, Rick Pepin, 47-year-old manager for this Gladstone team that hails from the Upper Peninsula. I said to Rick Pepin, where do you point to on your hand map of Michigan to say where you're from when you're from the Upper Peninsula? He said, I just tell them I'm 2 hours from Green Bay. Layla Stazak to lead things off. The shortstop, her favorite athlete, Frankie Lindor. That is a pretty constant theme for this Northeast Ohio-based team. 1 ball and no strikes. Stazak is a switch hitter, one of the few lefties we'll see in this tournament. She's a natural right-hander. That's fouled away. And the count is 1-2. Stazak is the ultimate coach's daughter, by the way. Her mother, Irene, is the bench coach. Her uncle, Nick Dadich, is the manager. And she's down on strikes to start things off. Montgomery Pepin gets the better. And there's one away here in Fishers.
Lexi Gray.
And now Lexi Gray, the best all-around athlete for this Tallmadge, Ohio team. Starts at third base. Her position is listed as anywhere on the roster. And she falls behind nothing at 1. Ever decisive. Although math and science kind of goes into one category, like English history is the other direction. That one's drilled out toward right, and Drylick has it go off her mitt. Gray will get an extra base and more. Digging for 3. Lexi Gray has Ohio cooking in the first.
The first baseman, 23, Ellie Gilliland.
In on the hands, and she goes the other way. And it sets the table for Ellie Gilliland, who takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. We'll see how they officially rule that. It is a straight-up triple. So Lexi Gray with extra bases and 1 out here in the first inning. That'll be a 1-1 to Gilliland. That's inside, 2-1. Nola Marshall is next. David Jones is our umpire today behind the plate. Mike Wright and Jeremy McNally at third and first. They are a volunteer crew, as is the case with pretty much everything in Little League. Your umpires, your coaches. It is a communal effort. It is out of love. It's out of dedication. Swing and a miss. And the count runs full, 3-2. high with the heater, and Gilliland away. And a big comeback for Montgomery.
Ohio, the center fielder, 29, Nola Marshall.
That's what they call ice water. They give up an early triple. And goes high. Tries it again to begin things to Nola Marshall. But the center fielder from Ohio lays off. 1 ball and no strikes is the count. And now 2-0. Second time on this team for Nola Marshall. She was on the squad as an 11-year-old last year. Corners in. She takes high. She's ahead 3-0. Situational hitting. Sometimes about your mentality and your approach. That is an unquestioned strength for Nola Marshall. She is a 3rd-degree black belt. Don't miss. Now there's a strike. Keeps Peppin alive. Gray with a 1-out triple, 60 feet away. 3-1. That's ball 4. So they're at the corners now. And it brings up the catcher.
Number 3, that catcher, Sam
Farabee came sprinting out of the dugout with 2 outs. Of course, still had the tools of ignorance strapped on. So shed those shin guards and get out there ready to hit. First pitch is in, and a late break from first, and a steal by Nola Marshall, and a headsy play both by Marshall and behind the plate on the other side by Lauren Sundquist. Marshall tried to get her to throw. Sundquist did not bite, which would have opened the door for Lexi Gray to steal home. The 1-0 is high. And Lexi Gray has stolen home before. As a matter of fact, in Game 3 of the state tournament, hit a triple and stole home. Tied a game. 2-0. Ground ball to first. Gray comes home, but it won't matter. Buckley takes care of it, and Peppin gets out of the triple to jam. First time in the bat rack for Michigan. Good one underway at Fishers.
Wow, we did it. We built the fastest network for the latest iPhone.
An iPhone XR with a retina display that makes everything look incredible.
It's like the perfect couple. You know, the ones who look great in every picture.
Like the ones who always make me feel like a before photo. Zoe and Chris.
Hey, guys. Hey, Zoe and Chris. How fun is that?
Yeah.
AT&T has the fastest network for the latest iPhone. Get the mind-blowing iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing.
With AI, we can protect what we can't see.
The presence of snow leopards indicate the health of these mountains. Microsoft AI helped our small team to find and study these elusive animals so we can understand this ecosystem.
And now, saving you even more on your next vehicle, Summit Toyota of Akron, making it simple as 1, 2, 3. 1. Go online to summittoyotaofakron.com. 2. Choose your vehicle. 3. Click our Price Unlock button to save thousands on average over our already low pricing. Like Highlander LEs, just $263 a month, 36 months. Save more when you Price Unlock online. Summit makes it simple. SummitToyotaofAkron.com.
Ohio threatened in the top half of the first inning. Lexi Gray with a 1-out triple. Tallmadge could not get her home. Montgomery Peppin gets out of the jam and sets the table in a scoreless tie for herself to lead off. Peppin, followed by Sundquist, the catcher. This is the defensive look for Michigan. Maggie Buckley will be at first. Riley Giroux is at second. Hero, Dolly, and Schoen at the bottom of things in the outfield. Montgomery Peppin, good first inning in the circle. Zappola trying to match that here at the bottom of the first. Mia Zappola, the starting pitcher who lost in the state tournament last year 1-0 to the Wheelersburg team that came here to the Central Regional and then went on to win not just the regional, but the overall Little League World Series. She is back this year with motivation aplenty. A 13-year-old, and as we mentioned in the top half of the inning, Little League softball for 11 and 12-year-olds, but if you turn to 13 in the calendar year of the tournament, you're free to go. You're included. This is your 12th year, so to speak, or your 12-year-old softball year. So Zappola will face off against Addie Trombley, Lauren Sundquist, and Maggie Buckley here in the first.
Starting in the circle for Ohio, 21 is Zappola. And leading off the mound of the first for Michigan, third baseman, 14, Addie Trombley.
Zappola is an up-down pitcher. Phenomenal rise ball. The first pitch foul. Trombley's timing is down. She falls behind 0-1. Favorite movie, the Harry Potter series for Addison Trombley. And a little bouncer toward third, cleaned up easily by Lexi Gray. A really good stretch by Gilliland. And Trombley is away. Here's Lauren Sundquist now, the catcher.
Michigan, the catcher, number 8, Lauren Sundquist.
Well, Zappola has the motivation to come into this tournament and get herself to the Little League World Series. Lauren Sundquist has the motivation too. She said she has never been west of the Mississippi River. Good reason to go would be, well, I'm in this softball tournament. We can go to Crater Lake after. The count is even. The 1-1. Buncho pulled back. This field is the varsity softball field here at Fishers High School, northeast side of Indianapolis. This is a city onto its own. It became one in 2015. There's a ground ball right back up the middle and a base hit for Sundquist. We point that out only because if you've been following some of the other regionals that began play yesterday, this doesn't necessarily happen. It's able to skirt up across the dirt, pick up some speed through the infield. There's a swing and a miss by Maggie Buckley to begin things. If you saw any of the softball play out west or in the East Regional, they have some grass infields that could slow down some ground balls. There's a swing and a chopper right back. Zappola with the out at first. Taking off, heading to third base with an aggressive, safe slide is Lauren Sundquist. Boy, you usually don't go first to third on a comebacker to the pitcher, but she did not stop. And with 2 outs, there's a runner 60 feet away.
Number 4, Montgomery.
That is a 15-foot hit, and she did not stop. Make the throw. One ball and no strikes to the pitcher, Montgomery Pepin now. Tick back to the catcher, Faraday. 2 down here in the first. Each team has now put a runner at third base. No dice. 1-2. You're looking at 2 pitchers that can change speeds phenomenally. 1-2. Got it, Master. Down on strikes goes Pepin. A little bit of her own medicine. Good first innings for Pepin and Zappola. They were scoreless through 1.
Discover card? Hi, do you have a travel card? We do. The Discover It Miles card. Earn unlimited 1.5 miles on every purchase. Plus, we'll match your miles at the end of your first year. You'll match my miles? Yeah. Mile for mile. And no blackout dates or annual fee. Nice. I was thinking about taking a scuba diving trip. I love that. Or maybe go surfing. Or not. Okay, maybe somewhere else. Maybe a petting zoo. Can't go wrong. Can't get eaten.
Earn miles. We'll match them at the end of your first year. Plus, no annual fee or blackouts. The Discover It Miles card.
And now, saving you even more on your next vehicle, Summit Toyota of Akron, making it simple as 1, 2, 3. 1. Go online to summittoyotaofakron.com. 2. Choose your vehicle. 3. Click our Price Unlock button to save thousands on average over our already low pricing. Like Tundra Crew Max SR5 4x4s, just $275 a month, 36 months. Save more when you Price Unlock online. Summit makes it simple. SummitToyotaofAkron.com.
Okay, Thor, hit me.
Is anyone home? We met a few years ago. Hey man, I know you know that.
Is that everyone? But you wanted more? Assemble.
Avengers Endgame. Get it on digital tomorrow.
Both teams have been runners at third base in the first inning. Neither could push a run across. Sapola and Pepin with some ice water in the circle. We go to the second scoreless. Ohio and Michigan on our first day of pool play here at the Central Regional of the Little League Softball World Series. Peyton Almond to lead things off. And then the pitcher Zapola behind her. Lily Bond, the right fielder, is due up third. Infield plays tight at the corners. The first pitch strike. Nothing and one. Peyton Almond, her favorite video game is Fortnite. Count is even. Deeply entrenched in the sports culture as well. Her father, Matt, is an NFL marketing agent. Sounds like the coolest job in the world. The 1-1. 2. Her uncle is a client of her father's. You might have heard of him if you're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Some guy named Juju Smith-Schuster. The count is even 2-2. His value went up in the last year. He has become a big fan favorite in the Steel City. Really good 2018. 2-2. And the count is full. He is, not surprisingly, her favorite athlete. Get another pair. Good battle here from Peyton Almond. This Ohio team has made Montgomery Pepin work for it. A bunch of deep counts early. Pitch number 7. And Pepin comes back to get her anyway. Strikeout number 3.
Number 21, the pitcher, Mia Zapola.
That's all about placement. There's not a ton of deception and movement. Pepin is the artiste. She throws 2 pitches, a fastball and a less fastball. She's just going to put it where she wants. Just like that. Nothing in 1 to her counterpart, Mia Zapola. Still in at third, Trombley. And it's nothing in 2. Rick Pepin was pretty straightforward about his daughter's repertoire. He said, listen, you're 11 or 12 years old. Work on throwing 2 pitches well instead of 3 pitches. Do what you do and excel. Just like that. Down looking goes Zapola. There is the coaching staff. Rick Pepin in the middle
Fielder number 2, Lily Bond.
for this Gladstone, Michigan team. A 9-hour trek for a state that is 2 hours away to the border. They are up there in the Upper Peninsula. Lily Bond swinging away, and the count 0-1. Favorite actor, the late Cameron Boyce. But they test Trombley, who's been playing in, and with a big top arm, it's a 1-2-3 second. Montgomery Pepin, couple of Ks, and a 5-foot roller. Trombley backing him up. Michigan with the defense.
Not what you expected? Neither is Red Roof. Sleep easy. Spend less.
If you believe in breaking the traditional mold, why suffer from a blade made with tech that's old? Ditch the blade. Protect your skin with Comfort Glide rings. New Philips Norelco S6000. There's always a way to make life better. Philips Norelco.
You gotta show us what you're made of. Show us what you're made of.
The best thing Tri-C did for me was give me opportunities. The workforce program prepared me for the career I have now. I got a job in the aerospace industry where I work on CNC machines. I have 3 younger brothers. I want to teach my brothers, hard work actually pays off. Come to Tri-C. It's a great stepping stone to wherever you're trying to get to in life. My name is Chris Grooms, and I got my start at Tri-C.
For those keeping score at home, Pepin and Zappola are the 2 names you need to know right now. An inning and a half in the books. 2 hits, 5 strikeouts. This game has been played in the circle. Mia Zappola back into it to face Riley Giroux, who puts herself ahead of the count for the first time against Zappola. That is the first pitch ball dealt by the Ohio right-hander. And she's now behind 2-0. Gladstone, Michigan, as we've said a couple of times, is in the Upper Peninsula. And we talked to Rick Pepin about what it's like to be from the UP. Count is 2-1. He said, I love small-town America. I'm a deer hunter, a bird hunter, and Riley Giroux is in that mix as well. She is a hunter and a 4-H animal raiser. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Told us if she won the lottery, the first thing she would do is buy back her 4-H pig that she raised. Hopefully he is still available. And the count is full. It's not my area of expertise. Three-two. Got her. Back-to-back strikeouts. One to end the first, one to begin the second for Mia Zappola.
Number 28, the left fielder, Reese Hero.
Just a little bit underneath and a tad late. You can do a lot in this game with dynamic pitching. 1 ball and no strikes now to Reese Hero. And if you get one young lady that gets hot in a tournament like this, and there are no pitch counts in softball like baseball, It's a much more natural throwing motion than fast pitch softball. So you can just ride one young lady's arm all the way to glory. Especially if things turn out the way they did in the middle game of today's triple header, the Iowa-Kentucky matchup, where both pitchers threw complete games and Caitlin Brady used 58 pitches for Kentucky. There's ball 4 though, and the first walk issued on this side. Montgomery Pepin does have one on the other.
22, Morgan Dolly.
Morgan Dolly now. The most improved player on this Gladstone, Michigan team. Better at the plate this year. Better in the outfield. Much better reading fly balls. Here in her last year of Little League. At least at this level. The count is 0-2. 13 years of age. She is still eligible, turning 13 here this year. Runner at first, 1 out. I'll do it again, that's foul. What's worked for Zapola so far. That is her 3rd strikeout. Her counterpart Pepin has 4. I don't know what to tell you there. You can't hit what you can't see. And now Samantha Drylick. She sees that, but just a little bit late. Drylick is someone, like Dolly ahead of her, that has made improvements in leaps and bounds this year. Someone they've made a concerted effort to get some more at-bats as the summer tournament season has gone along. Gets bat on ball. And a play for Almond at second to end the inning. Couple of strikeouts and a ground out. Nothing to the outfield yet. At least in the air.
At AutoZone, we'll help you kiss that check engine like goodbye. Our free Fix Finder service told him the most likely fix. And our free Loader Tool program helped him fix it. Need a repair shop? We know some of the best. Getting the job done just got easier.
Summer nights, keeping me up. I wanna waste time. Just looking up, sky full of stars. Mind wandering far, like 60.
The Infinity Plus Summer Sales Event is on.
We take thousands of pictures with automatic cameras looking for small elements. With Microsoft AI, we can analyze these images in 10 minutes instead of 10 days, so we have more time to find and protect them.
Summer nights, keeping me up. I wanna waste time. Just looking up, sky full of stars. Mind wandering far, like 60.
The Infinity Plus Summer Sales Event is on.
To the Home Depot with a top-rated selection of bathroom vanities. Today is the day for Do It. Why let the kids have more fun? Shop vanities starting just $139. The Home Depot. More safe, more Do It.
The Little League Grow the Game Grant Initiative has distributed over $4 million to local Little League programs, providing funding, facility repairs, and improvement to expand established softball, challenger division, and urban initiative programs. For more information, visit littleleague.org/grow-the-game. The other things that grow the game, tuning into phenomenal performances like what we have seen through 2 innings so far from Montgomery Pepin and Mia Zapola. dominant pitchers who unfortunately have each allowed a hit so far. So for those of you on No Hit Watch, which I know is always me, that has gone by the wayside. And it looks like before Pepin gets to throw another pitch, our home plate umpire David Jones will do some preventative maintenance on his dental bill. His face mask came loose. Last thing I want to do is take a softball to the noggin. They're on the bases, so a little bit safer territory. David Jones at first, Jeremy McNally at first, and Mike Wright at third. All volunteer umpires put in the vacation time from work to come be a part of all of this week. Appreciate their services. Pepin will face Tia Schoen and starts her high. First time through the order here for Schoen. She is the 9th batter in the lineup. They play her in at third base. And they throw her in. Excuse me, this is Emma Boring. That tips back foul. Tia Schoen is in the 9 spot on the other side. The 9-hole hitters are due up. In back-to-back innings here. This is Miss Hustle, Emma Boring. The count is even over 2-2. Softball is her only competitive sport, Emma Boring. But she is also in a drama club at Mogador Junior High School in Tallmadge, Ohio. And she draws ball forward. Mixed with the Troy Bolton of this softball tournament. It's a high school musical reference. Just a hit with the kids. Top of the order. Layla Stazak is due up, but we'll see if that actually, well, there is Stazak, but there will be some sort of change. Might be a runner. It's going to be a pinch runner. So Marissa Charton, one of the 3 11-year-olds on this team, will come in to run. She is the speedster. Loves sliding. She'll get a chance. That's off the mitt. And heading down to second base, the pinch runner initially and immediately pays off. So Charton is into scoring position. This one just goes off the mitt of Sundquist. Runs high and tight. It's a tough spot. It's laid down to third, and successfully advancing the runner, Stazak gets the job done. And for the 3rd time in this game, a game beautifully pitched, a team has a runner at third. There's the sacrifice. Ohio had a runner at third with 1 out in the first and could not capitalize. Pepin got out of the jam, strikeout, ground out. With a walk in between. This was the young lady stranded. Lexi Gray tripled the other way. Fastball. Uber attack mentality as a hitter, and the utmost confidence. Swinging a pop-up. That's foul, first base side, but playable. And it ticks off the mitt of Sundquist. So a free life here for Lexi Gray. tournament are asked to provide us a poem, a saying, something in their questionnaires that we receive before the start of play. And Lexi Gray wrote a poem. Roses are red, violets are blue, and if I hit the ball, I'm scoring 2. 0-2. Ground ball toward third. The look to runner back. It doesn't work. Lexi Gray drives in the first run of the game. Charton comes in. Gray hit the ball. She will not score, but she gets the job done. And it's 1-0 Ohio.
23, Ellie Gilliland.
That's all you gotta do. Aggressive base running. Virtually on contact there for Charton. And Ellie Gilliland is the batter. Although we might get another change forthcoming. We'll get a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for Ohio, number 15, Larissa Taylor.
McDadich is the manager and third base coach coming over to make the change. Putting in Larissa Taylor for Ellie Gilliland. Another one of the 11-year-olds on this bunch. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Her dream job is to be a pitching coach. See if she can't reverse engineer that here. 2 balls and no strikes. It's a 1-0 Ohio lead. Reach. And a single for Larissa Taylor. Keyed off the bench like she was in the state tournament. Up and away.
Center fielder.
Hit it where it's pitched.
Nola Marshall.
Well, that thing was flat. That swing did not dip. The shoulders did not dip. Now Nola Marshall. Fastball chasing. And aggressively checking to first. Evans 0-1 is low. Nola Marshall might have a future as a politician, by the way. Was asked why she likes to play Little League softball. 1-1 popped up. That could be trouble, and it's off the mitt, diving shown. Bermuda triangle off the circle, and Marshall is on. And it sets up Sam Farabee. 2 on.
Ohio back catcher, number 3, Sam Farabee.
Maybe Giroux had the angle on it, but Schoen came in full-fledged. Tough play. Nola Marshall now at first base. Asked why she likes to play softball, and she said, hey, I don't go to school in the same district as many of the other kids on the team, so this is my way of being involved in the community. It's a very adult way of looking at things. Farabee fouls it off. Almost off our camera, first base side.
Please be sure to return that foul ball to the score stand. Thank you. One of the leaders on this team, change up, and hung up off second base. Back into your picture, Taylor gets back in. See the GF on the back of the helmets. Sam Farabee's father is Greg Farabee.
who is forever with this Tallmadge, Ohio softball team, passed away unexpectedly at the age of 44 just this past September, so less than a year ago. He was the scorekeeper, the statistician for this team. And for the longest time, his chair was kept in the dugout. Now they carry this teddy bear that his wife Robin made. That is actually made of his Tallmadge shirt, the same fabric to construct the teddy bear. Count runs full to Sam Farabee. But this team meant more to him, Nick Dadich told us, than anything, than life itself. And actually at his funeral, in lieu of flowers, donations were made to the softball team and to the Little League. There's a swing and a miss to get Farabee here and bring a conclusion to the third. This season, though, is being played for Sam and for Greg. And here at the top of the third inning, they get a run to go up 1-0 on the first day of full play in Indiana.
Going to the Shawn Mendes Rise and Up concert was like an out-of-body experience.
While the Yusufzai sisters chose Verizon.
We were right in front row. Actually, Serena, you touched Shawn Mendes. Yeah, you touched Shawn Mendes, like held my hand for a while, and then we got to meet him after, which was like another surprise. Yeah, we love Verizon even more now. I'll never forget that day.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like thousands of tickets to concerts, festivals, and private shows. Plus, a free Galaxy S10e when you buy one. That's Verizon.
Discover card? Hi, do you have a travel card? We do. The Discover It Miles card. Earn unlimited 1.5 miles on every purchase. Plus, we'll match your miles at the end of your first year. You'll match my miles? Yeah. Mile for mile. And no blackout dates or annual fee. Nice. I was thinking about taking a scuba diving trip. I love that. Or maybe go surfing. Or not. Okay, maybe somewhere else. Maybe a petting zoo. Can't go wrong. Can't get eaten.
Earn miles. We'll match them at the end of your first year. Plus, no annual fee or blackouts. The Discover It Miles card.
And now, saving you even more on your next vehicle, Summit Toyota of Akron, making it simple as 1, 2, 3. 1. Go online to summittoyotaofakron.com. 2. Choose your vehicle. 3. Click our Price Unlock button to save thousands on average over our already low pricing. Like Highlander LEs, just $263 a month, 36 months. Save more when you Price Unlock online. Summit makes it simple. SummitToyotaofAkron.com.
It's a 1-0 lead for Ohio. Here as we go to the home half of the third inning, Jack Hall also broadcasting today's action back on WCHT in Gladstone, Michigan. He has been the voice of Gladstone Little League for 24 years and has taken him all over the country, including to Portland for the Little League World Series back in 2007 when Gladstone went. But that's one of the cool things about Little League. Small towns, community. One of the cool things about community radio, which has, as time has gone on, become more and more scarce. It's always cool when you still have those local ties and those things to hold on to. A bit of nostalgia. 0-2, and now 1-2 to begin the third inning here to Tia Schoen. Marissa Charton remains in the game in left field for Ohio. And Gilliland has re-entered at first base. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jack Hall's had a lot of really good softball to broadcast as well. We mentioned that 2007 team. Softball's real big up in the Upper Peninsula. Actually, the local high school near Gladstone, Escanaba, just won the Michigan State Championship this past year. Gabby Salo was the winning pitcher. There's ball 4, and a leadoff walk here to Tia Schoen. If you're a Big Ten softball fan, you will know the name Gabby Salo going forward, because she is signed, sealed, and delivered to the Wisconsin Badgers. And oh, by the way, just happens to be a cousin and a role model to Montgomery Pepin, Michigan's pitcher. First pitch strike to Addie Trombley. in the first inning. Favorite movies, the Harry Potter series. Her favorite superstition. Bunt pulled back, runner goes, thrown out to second in time, the tag's late. And Tia Schoen steals her way into scoring position. Down a run here in the third. Annie Trumbley's superstition is eating M&Ms before every game. It's bunted. That's 1-2. Schoen gets a phenomenal break. Still a close play. Farabee with a really good arm. M&Ms are part of a well-balanced diet, though. Pitch misses high, 2-2. Actually, I have a friend of mine that used to play college basketball and had to eat a cheeseburger from the same chain restaurant before every game for 4 years when she was in college. That's a hot shot grounder to left, and the stop sign at third for Schoen. And going to second behind the plate, Trombley got aggressive. The throwaway allows Schoen to come home. We're tied, and now Trombley is hung up in a pickle. And the official scoring on this will look like the Butler's rendition of the end of Clue. 1 + 2 + 1 + 1 + 1. But they get the out. So Trombley comes up with the single, and then the throw came home, and that allowed Trombley to go to second. Sundquist drops down a bunt and is thrown out. That goes 5-3. And for a brief moment, Michigan thought the inning was...
First baseman,
Ohio thought the inning was concluded.
Buckley.
Here's Maggie Buckley now, swinging a ground ball right back up the middle, and Buckley is retired. We will get you the official scoring on that rundown when we... I was going to say when we come back, but... Yeah, we'll give it to you when we come back. Here's the grounder to left. That goes 7, 1, 6, 4, 2, 6, 5, 4. I don't know. She's out.
Hi. Oh, we all just got new smartphones at Cricket. Hi. Hi. Hola. Hi. Okay, bye.
When there's a power out, we're the ones out there fixing it. Rain, snow, heat, we're out there.
Every day, we're working to keep Ohio's homes and businesses connected, testing equipment, replacing thousands of electrical poles, expanding our energy grid, and when the unexpected strikes, we're there, around the clock, to keep the lights on.
You're not leaving. You're there until they have power.
With the hardworking people we have on the line, the energy to serve our community is boundless.
This kitchen, open concept. It's got a man cave, a home gym. But the only problem, I don't live here, because the real estate agent never showed us this place.
Family-owned, community-driven.
That's what Gillingham Ford is all about.
3 generations of the same family.
And we've been serving the community, our community, for nearly 60 years. We're family-owned and community-driven.
Choose Ford, and when you do, go Gillingham.
This month, purchase a new 2019 Ford Ranger XLT Super Cab for $28,971 to save over $2,500 off MSRP, or lease for $329 a month, 0 down. See dealership. Offer expires July 31st. Bob Gillingham Ford. Just one run, all the damage in the bottom half of the third for Michigan.
We watched it back in the timeout. Addie Trombley with a single. She stretched it to second base and then got hung up on the way to third and is officially out 7-1, 4-8-2, 5-4, 6-5-2. 7-8-5-3-0-9, right? That was the song. First pitch swinging. Peyton Almond is out on the grounder to third. And there's one away here in the fourth. Brings up Mia Zappola, who was the beneficiary of the defensive shenanigans. And Zappola may actually be pulled back here, which will be interesting as the pitcher.
Hitting for Ohio, number 7,
Audra Norris, who is also a pitcher, will come off the bench. They call her Miss Sirius. The youngest of 3 siblings, Shayla and Angelina, 20 and 17, her older sisters. And that got her. So catching her in the foot, Norris, hit by a pitch, is on at first. And we'll get another change. And it does get the front foot.
Re-entering the game for Ohio. Now running at first base, number 21, Mia Zappola.
And Zappola actually comes right back. So that was a 2-pitch exile.
Right fielder, number 2, Lily Bond.
So Zappola is lifted for Norris, and then Norris is lifted for Zappola, and then Lily Bond comes in to hit. Grounds it out to third base, back in the second. And Pepin misses in. A ball and no strikes. They call Lily Bond Gun Show. So a chance to do some damage with a runner on. Conversely, she tells us she has a cute cat named Shadow. And we've got a run now with Zappola now. That was quick. They threw to first. Zappola just had him beat. They threw it right back to the pitcher. Gets hung up and... Alright. So Zappola swipes second base. And now in scoring position for Bond. To be a professional softball player down the line. There is an NPF team, National Pro Fast Pitch, in the area of Tallmadge. The former Akron Racers, now the Cleveland Comets, play at Firestone Stadium in Akron. The Racers were the longest tenured team before they went away before last season. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Bond. That's number 6 for Montgomery Pepin.
Fielder 33, Marissa Charton.
She knew it. Game recognizes game. A couple of really good pitchers going at it. Here's Marissa Charton. Zappola has the defense doing a whole song and dance around the infield. They are very wary that she could attempt to steal third here. In between pitches, the shortstop Schoen goes racing over to third to back up a potential throw. And Charton is a tremendous bunter with great speed. Even with 2 outs, she could for a hit. Zappola takes off on the pitch that gets away and slides under the tag. Play with fire, don't get burned. And another runner at third base in a tie game. "60 feet away without a hit here in the inning. 2-1. And it's now 3-1 to Chart. There was the Buck Show. Ball 4 is tied, but that's live. And Ohio takes the lead. Zapola comes around without the benefit of a hit here in the fourth. Off the foot of Norris, who was pitch hitting. Zapola comes back in, a steal, a wild pitch, and run number 2. So Charton walks. The inning stays alive with 2 down. And here's Layla Stazak.
18, Layla Stazak.
Her uncle is the manager on this team, Nick Danich, who is a phenomenally well-known coach up in Northeast Ohio. Breaking for second, the throw down. Not in time. Charton steals another. And Sundquist has a cannon, but the throw pulls Schoen in front of the bag. To Stazak, who's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice today. And it's 2-1 on the foul. Stazak, really serious about softball. Embraces the competition big time. But also reminds herself before every game that it's just a game. There's a strike on the outside corner, 2-2. And at the end of the day, you're 11 or 12 years old. This should be fun. 2 outs, runner at second. Back to Pepin. And bobbled it. Charton dives back. Aggressive to second, there's no throw. So Stazak continues to apply the pressure. And Ohio has 2 in scoring position now for the dominant Lexi Gray. That'll go down as an E1. And a big spot for the big hitter.
Now batting third baseman, number 11, Lexi Gray.
And she gets a hold of it, foul. And off the glove of Buckley. It looked like Sundquist was calling for it. Ground ball, that finds a hole with eyes. That'll score 2 runs. The slide for Stazak. And Ohio takes a 4-1 lead. Lexi Gray has half her team's hits and the first one this inning. And she goes the other way, finding that gap. She's driven in 3 of her team's 4 runs. And Larissa Taylor will re-enter.
Larissa Taylor.
She hit for Gilliland back in the 3rd. Gilliland then replaced her defensively, and now Taylor will replace her again at the plate. Ground ball. Rolled towards Sean. And the shortstop cleans up the inning. 3 runs come across though. Lexi Gray comes through with the big hit. She was huge in states. So far, she's been real big here in the region.
Hi. Hi. Oh, we all just got new smartphones at Cricket. Hi. Hi. Hola. Hi. Okay, bye.
Bye.
This kitchen, open concept. It's got a man cave. A home gym. But the only problem, I don't live here. Because the real estate agent never showed us this place.
Time on your side? Take your inspiration to the Home Depot with a top-rated selection of bathroom vanities. Today is the day for doing. Why let the kids have more fun? Shop vanities starting just $139. The Home Depot. More safe, more doing.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier. What if you're going hiking?
And call it a night?
What if camping was a bad call?
Then we'll call a motel.
It was just a squirrel.
It's a 4-1 lead after a big-time 4th inning for Ohio here in Pool C of the Little League Softball World Series Central Region. Each pool had a team with a day off today. Indiana out of Pool A, Nebraska out of Pool B. Missouri has not played yet in Pool C. It'll play Ohio at 2 o'clock tomorrow. First pitch strike from pitcher to pitcher here in the 4th as Montgomery Pepin leads off. Iowa will take on Nebraska, playing its first game at 11, and then Indiana gets going in the late game at 5. The ball is foul. The Floyd's Knobs Indiana team will take on Wisconsin in the nightcap. Pepin is a big Michigan State fan. Although we mentioned her cousin is Gabby Salo, who is the state champion pitcher from Escanaba, Michigan, who is going to Wisconsin next year, so maybe some split loyalties. Her father is the team manager, Rick, and I said to Rick, his kids have phenomenal names. Montgomery is a really cool name. Quaid and Kensington are her siblings, and I said, where'd you come up with them? That's tipped back foul. Montgomery actually comes from Montgomery Gentry. Went to a country concert, saw Montgomery Gentry, one of the first dates that Rick Pepin went on with his wife. And the name now belongs to their daughter. 2-2. Got her. Zapola. That's her first strikeout looking and her 4th of the evening. And the duel between the pitchers continues. The pitchers off each other in this game are a combined 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. It's a cruel game. Ground ball by Giroux. Off of the glove of Stazak at shortstop. And Riley Giroux reaches. And brings up Reese Hero.
Infielder Addie Ryan.
At least Reese Hero's spot. Addie Tryon will bat instead. There is the mandatory play rule here in Little League. Everybody must play. On a team of 12 or less, everyone has to hit once. More than 12, everyone has to hit once, and at some point in time, play 6 consecutive defensive outs. That's bunted foul. By the way, Cool Math Games, Tryan's favorite website, I went to it. It's actually very cool. If you just want to train your brain for a little while, or throw your laptop in frustration at all the things you've forgotten. One of the smallest players here, just 4'8". And down on strikes goes Tryan. They do check it first. Giroux back.
23, Cameron.
Now Cameron Buckley, who is hitting in the spot of Morgan Dawley. One of 2 Buckleys. She is the younger. Maggie is the first baseman in the 3 spot. She wants to be a sprint car driver or a nurse. Honestly, they both work in tandem sometimes. Ball and a strike here to Buckley. It's actually really cool. You talk about being good teammates. Now 1 and 2. The person she most looks up to in life, she said, is Montgomery Pepin. Her team's pitcher. Because she wants to pitch like her and play softball like her someday. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and the inning is over. Speaks volumes about what this is about. Yes, wins and losses, we keep score. But it's about teammates at the end of the day. 4-1 Ohio.
Network for the latest iPhone.
An iPhone 10R with a Retina display that makes everything look incredible.
It's like the perfect couple. You know, the ones who look great in every picture.
Like the ones who always make me feel like a before photo. Zoe and Chris.
Hey, guys. Hey, Zoe and Chris. How fun is that?
AT&T has the fastest network for the latest iPhone. Get the mind-blowing iPhone 10R on us when you buy the latest iPhone. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing.
So why do you like this razor more than the others?
The Skin Guard technology actually cuts the hair, not the skin, to alleviate skin irritation.
Me being an African-American male, I'm always dealing with razor burns, skin irritation.
This is actually designed for sensitive skin and coarse hair.
At AutoZone, batteries are kind of our thing. After our free testing, turns out she just needed new cables. This guy, just a fresh charge. And for them, it was time for a change. Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. Getting the job done just got easier.
Hey, if you want to play Little League, it's easy to find your local league. Just visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a league program near you. It's playlittleleague.org to find a Little League program near you. We go to the 5th inning, defensive changes for Michigan. Reese Hero is back in left field, and that moves Allie Larson over to right field with Montgomery Pepin still working in the circle, trying to bounce back after a tough 4th inning. 3 runs on just 1 hit. Nola Marshall was one of 2 that did not bat in that 5th inning. And she takes a strike. Excuse me, in that 4th inning. Takes a strike here in the 5th. It's fouled away, nothing in 2.
Please return that foul ball to the score stand. Thank you.
It's crazy to think. It's not nearly as overcast as it was around the time of first pitch. Blue skies have come back out, but it's been a great day today. 75 degrees. 1 and 2. It was heat index of 113 in Indianapolis over the last couple of days. Thursday through Sunday, we will have a high of 87 for the week. All right. That floater missed it. The National Weather Service estimated before the heat wave that there would be more than 100 local heat records snapped. And I would wager a bet they came pretty close. It was not comfortable. That slapped foul. So, in just the right time to play some softball, it got more comfortable. The remnants of Tropical Storm, formerly Hurricane Barry, what caused all of that. They had cooling stations around the city. Lead off, 2-2. And that's down into right field. Nola Marshall has been on base 3 times. 2 for 2 with a walk. Just keep yourself on it. Inside out's that thing. And this is the spot of Sam Farabee. Danielle Charton will come hit for her. Her sister Marissa Charton has already entered the game and actually has scored twice. She's half the offense. Runner goes, pitch missed down. The throw is in front of the bag. And that's a stolen base for Nola Marshall. They call her Bambi. Runs like the wind. See if she'll try to take third. Well, there's the bunt. She'll get third on that. They execute the sacrifice. 5-3. And a runner at third with 1 out. Peyton Allman just has to get this in the air.
Number 12, the second baseman, Peyton Allman.
I mean, that's beautiful. It was actually interesting, in the Gladstone dugout, pitch misses down. There have been a couple of times in a couple of dugouts today where we've talked about things that these little leaguers are proud of, and some of it is, hey, the last time I hit a home run, but some of it is executing fundamentals. It was the Kentucky team, that's what it was. One of the youngsters from Kentucky said, my proudest moment is when I executed a bunt. At which point, every coach from the 70s just threw up their hands and said, amen. Another one. The squeeze. They come home and the run scores. Trombley made a snap decision and she had a shot at the play. But Peyton Allman executes another bunt. Get him on, get him over, get him in. And it's 5-1. That's a fielder's choice. And Almond will be credited with an RBI. We'll get a mound visit here for Montgomery Pepin. There will be a pinch runner for Almond. Larissa Taylor is going to pinch run. Taylor has been the designated pinch hitter for Ellie Gilliland today. Did it in the 3rd and the 4th. If you pinch hit, that is the spot in your order to which you now belong, interchangeably for the rest of the game. But as a pinch runner, you can do that anyway. So Taylor is now in to run for Peyton Allman at second base.
For Ohio is a special pinch runner, number 15, Larissa Taylor. 21, Mia Zapola.
Here's Mia Zapola now. Ball and a strike. Ohio is the smallest team anytime they walk on the field. Their coaches are not shy about saying that. But they are fighters, and that's how they've gotten to this point. And a late break to third, and they throw out Taylor. Ohio's been uber aggressive on the base paths. And the Fire Dancers finally caught a match on the forearm there. And there are 2 outs here in the 5th. They tested Sundquist, who went back to the mound. And then Pepin able to get the out. So 2-1-5. And they might review this. And they will review this. This is our first video replay of the day. Added to the softball tournament here in Little League in 2018. Baseball began using replay in Little League in 2008. Well before Major League Baseball, Little League was the first onto the replay scene. You get 2 unsuccessful challenges. If you're successful, then keep on challenging. Catcher's interference, head first slides, out calls, missed bases, hit by pitch, foul tip, foul ball, any play to base, interference, home run, no home run, dead ball, or fair foul. Those are your reviewable areas. When the ball beats her, the question is going to be whether or not that left leg beat the tag. It's going to be tough to see. We'll go to the old cliche, if there is irrefutable evidence. I don't know if there is to say otherwise. And Larissa Taylor is out. So 2 outs, and Zapola's still the batter with a 2-ball and 1 strike count. Two-ball and 2-strike count. This team that has beaten the odds this year, Portsmouth West is the team they beat in states. And Nick Dadich was pretty cool. He said, listen, they're a really good team. And they might be the more talented team in Ohio. But this Tallmadge, Ohio team, and we've seen it, crafty, risky, aggressive, opportunistic, and they execute. Here's ball 4. They have scored 4 runs over the last 2 innings on 2 hits. Both were singles. That is mathematically challenging. Here's Lily Bond. Their mantra is go be great. Dadich telling his young ladies, no one remembers average. So go be great. Don't be hesitant. It's a mantra that started in 2014 when Tallmadge went to the Little League World Series. They actually won this tournament. Finished 3rd in 2014. Here is the Go Be Great sign. That came around in 2016. And it hangs in the dugout. If you need a pick-me-up, If you need a reminder of why you're here, go be great. It's like play like a champion today. You tap that thing and then you go hit. There's a strike 1 and 2. That 14 trip was their first to the Little League World Series since 2000 out of Tallmadge. I just want to know what's the deal with all of these teams that, like, Tallmadge has been to the Little League World Series multiple times. I don't know if my Little League ever, like, got out of districts, ever. That's to the backstop that allows Zappola to advance to second. Not that I was on an all-star team, so I wasn't really paying attention. But you've got some hotbeds of softball. I mean, these are local teams that have made multiple trips to Portland. There's the 2-out payoff. We'll do it again. Two out, 3-2 from Pepin. That's ball 4. So Montgomery Pepin, who was just dynamic for the first couple of innings here, has run into some troubles in the 4th and the 5th. 3 walks and a hit batter. And this Ohio team has capitalized. There's Charton now, who came on in the 3rd. There's strike 1. Just the 3 11-year-olds that Tallmadge has. Their mother, Marissa Charton and Danielle Charton, they are twins. Their mother, Sue, speaking of teams that have gone to the Little League World Series, also played in the Little League World Series. The 2-1. Call themselves the Twinkies. Marissa and Danielle. And their dog Caesar. Ground ball off of Pepin. Tough play and short. And just a hair late. Shaw made a great effort. Coming in front of second base, did not have a play there and needed to rifle one to first. So Charton reaches.
18,
It'll be an infield single. It's just that brief deflection that slowed the ball down enough. Now Layla Stazak at the top of the order. 0 for 2 with a sac bunt and a run. Switch hitter.
Please return that foul ball to the score kit. Thank you.
Young Layla has a talent for jumping rope and for hitting fly balls to right. That's down. A single for Stazak. It plates a run. Stazak takes off for 2. It's the 3rd run here in the 5th inning.
Number 11, third baseman, Lexi Gray.
You know, these are singles by rule, but the way this Ohio team runs their doubles, you run to first, they wait for you to make a decision on where you're going to throw the ball, and then they take off. It's like a delayed double, which is not a thing. But they don't round first and clap their hands and say, I'm here. They round first and wait for you to flinch, and then they go to two. It's miraculously aggressive, and I kind of love it. First pitch to Lexi Gray. She's ahead in the count. Three RBI for Lexi Gray. A triple, a single, fluke ground out in the third. That did drive in a run. Chopper, tough spot, tough play for Jerome. Another run comes home. Find me another team more aggressive than Ohio. I'll bet you my life savings because you can't. It's 9-1. And what business does Stinson have scoring on a 50-foot grounder? But she's safe. My goodness. Heart palpitations. Now there's a stolen base on the first pitch to Gilliland. In the game for Ohio, 7 singles. And 12 of those, they went to second. Like they just picked their spots and capitalized. Like the Hamburglers of the tournament. Down on strikes goes Gilliland. 9 come to the plate here in the 5th. But Ohio, Tallmadge puts up 5 runs here in the 5th. Pepin gets out of the jam, but an 8-run hole as we go to the bottom of the frame.
And now, saving you even more on your next vehicle, Summit Toyota of Akron, making it simple as 1, 2, 3. 1. Go online to summittoyotaofakron.com. 2. Choose your vehicle. 3. Click our Price Unlock button to save thousands on average over our already low pricing. Like Tundra Crew Max SR5 4x4s, just $275 a month, 36 months. Save more when you Price Unlock online. Summit makes it simple. summittoyotaofakron.com.
At T-Mobile, for $40 a line for 4 lines, it's all included for the whole family. Unlimited data is included. Use as much as you want, when you want. Plus, no surprises on your bill. Taxes and fees are included. And unlimited data and texting are included in over 210 countries and destinations. And now, for a limited time, with each new line, get one of our latest smartphones included. That's right, only $40 a line for 4 lines. And smartphones are included for the whole family.
If you believe in breaking the traditional mold, why suffer from a blade made with tech that's old? Ditch the blade. Protect your skin with Comfort Glide rings. New Philips Norelco S6000. There's always a way to make life better. Philips Norelco.
Time on your side? Take your inspiration to the Home Depot with a top-rated selection of bathroom vanities. Today is the day for doing. Why let the kids have more fun? Shop vanities starting just $139. The Home Depot. More safe, more doing.
This is the single to score 2 runs by Lexi Gray in the last inning for Ohio. And look at the third base coaching work of Nick Dadich. On contact, sprinting down the line and waving around Layla Stazak. That was not a snap decision. That was a coached plan. You're going. This is an aggressive Tallmadge, Ohio team. Allie Larson hits in the spot of Samantha Drylick here to begin the fifth. Down 8. There is a run rule at this juncture. Now, granted, the game is only 6 innings. But if it is a 10-run lead at this point, that would end the game. So that was a big way to settle down for Montgomery Pepin in the top of this fifth. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Larson. Only 2 hits for this Gladstone team. They both came early. Lauren Sundquist a single in the first. Addie Trombley with a single in the third. Three-two count upcoming to Allie Larson. Got her on the inside corner. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Zappola. And 4 of 5.
Again, the shortstop, 45, Tia Show.
7 Ks so far. On a day that has shown us some just brilliant pitching performances. There's a ground ball back up the middle for Sean. She's on twice today. Scored Michigan's lone run back in the third after she walked.
14, the third baseman, Addie Trombley.
Our second game today, Ava Husak, a 6-inning complete game victory. Caitlin Brady took the loss, throwing 58 pitches. That's unjust. 4 hits, 2 runs for Kentucky. And then in our opener, Ava Wombles went 5 shutout, no walks, 8 strikeouts for Illinois. Pitch misses down, runner breaks, and a bounced throw is late to second. So a steal for Schoen. With Trombley at the dish. RBI single back in the third. It was actually a really good day to be named Ava and a pitcher today. Between Husak and Wombles. There is nobody named Ava in this game, but Mia has 3 letters. And a wild pitch puts Schoen 60 feet away. One of the girls on these teams, though, her favorite musician is Ava Max, so we're getting there. Just don't come home with your hair cut shorter on one side. Mom, the pop star did it. And then we get a mound visit for Zappola. Dadich summoning the infield as well. And Larissa Taylor is warming up. When you've got a 9-1 lead, and you're this late in a game, no lead is ever safe. You don't want to say it that way, because anything can happen. I mean, you can put up, we've seen the way Ohio's run the bases. You can put up runs in bunches. But a chance to get a different pitcher in to get experience on this stage in a non-pressure situation, so to speak, is good for Larissa Taylor and her development. She's only an 11-year-old, so she'll be back next year.
Thank you.
3-2 pitch to Trombley. Oh, put her on. So 2 on, 1 out. It's going to take a little bit here.
The catcher, Lauren.
You've got to start somewhere if you're this Gladstone team. Lauren Sundquist steps up, 1 for 2. Sundquist lists her special talent as being able to run really, really fast. So get some contact here, like that, and then try to beat it out. And that forces a rushed throw. So 1 run comes in, Sundquist gets to second, Trombley goes to third. When you have speed, you apply the pressure to the defense.
Number 3, first baseman.
Now it's 9-2. And with a base hit, it's 9-4. That misses high to Maggie Buckley, the elder of the 2 Buckleys. Ball on a strike. Bunted. That could be trouble. They'll go to first in time for the out. That's officially a sacrifice for Maggie Buckley. The squeeze gets the run in. That's about as well as you can do it.
For Michigan, the pitcher, number 4.
No one there to cover home. And then as soon as Farabee makes the decision to throw, runner can score, and Farabee's got to make the longest throw possible. So here's Montgomery Pepper. It's 9-3. Neither pitcher has hit the other yet so far today. They are a combined 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. They have gotten the better of each other in the circle. Games within the game. And that's ball 4. So Pepin is over. And they're at the corners now for this Gladstone offense. Zappola has been brilliant, but that will be it for her here this afternoon. So she is pulled for Larissa Taylor, who comes into a little bit more of a higher pressure situation than I think Nick Dadich would have liked. But Zappola, who allowed 0 earned runs in the state tournament, pitched brilliantly here today in the regional opener. I'll tell you about
the best thing Tri-C did for me was give me opportunities. The workforce program prepared me for the career I have now. I got a job in the aerospace industry where I work on CNC machines. I have 3 younger brothers. I want to teach my brothers, hard work actually pays off. Come to Tri-C. It's a great stepping stone to wherever you're trying to get to in life. My name is Chris Grooms, and I got my start at Tri-C.
The one you can't stop thinking about that never goes on sale. Just keep waiting for that sale forever. But did you check eBay for the one you thought would never go on sale? eBay.
Re-entering the game in the first round of the batting order and moving to the
Larissa Taylor is the new pitcher here for the Tallmadge, Ohio team. She has been all over the place today. She has been a pinch hitter twice, a pinch runner twice, and now a relief pitcher. So she is Little Miss off the bench today for for this Tallmadge, Ohio bunch. She replaces Mia Zappola, who goes 4 2/3, allowing 3 runs, 2 earned on 4 hits, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts. And is in line for the victory. She is still responsible for both runners on. The first pitch misses up high. Zappola, however, did not entirely exit the game. She replaced Gilliland defensively at first base. So both pitchers on your screen. That's off the glove of the catcher Farabee, and another run comes in, and advancing from second onto third goes Montgomery Pepper. So it's 9-4. You gotta start somewhere. Michigan's picked a good spot. So Sundquist is in. Against Riley Giroux. A little bit of a different delivery from Larissa Taylor. You'll see that right arm will flare back and come behind her body, which for a brief moment will hide the softball from the batter's view when it comes back. Make it 2-2. She just has long levers. 40 feet from rubber to plate. Cut that by a little bit as the pitcher strides toward you, and then long arms, which just adds to the perceived velocity, how quickly that softball will jump on you. The count is 3-2. Runner at third with 2 down, the payoff. Yeah, we'll do it again.
Please return that foul ball for score is 10. Thank you.
3-2. Big time inning-ending strikeout out of the pen for Larissa Taylor. 3 runs come across for Gladstone, but needing to come in and lock it down, the 11-year-old seals it. Let's go to the 6th. Michigan gets back 3 runs in the last of the 5th, but still a dominating lead for the group from Tallmadge, Ohio. They're up 9-4 as we go to their last legs here in the 6th inning. Nola Marshall began a 5-run frame in the 5th inning and leads off in the 6th. Grounded to third, and Trombley cleans it up easy. 1 down. Sam Farabee.
Number 3, Sam Farabee.
It was pitch hit for in the 5th inning. We're back for herself here in the 6th. Gotta love someone with the attitude of Sam Farabee. Is in advanced classes at school, and said her mantra is "Don't be ashamed to be a geek." Takes up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Which has become a very popular pop culture mantra. There's a strike. It's pretty much the theme of Be More Chill, the Broadway musical, Shrek, which is ended with the song Let Your Freak Flag Fly. Be who you are. Don't be afraid of that. There's ball 3 up and away. And you can do both. You can rock it in the classroom and out on the softball field. Or in 4-H. Or in science club. Or in band. Handful of piano players in this tournament. Three balls and 2 strikes still to Sam Farabee.
Thank you.
Looking for her first hit of the tournament. And that's ball 4. Tallmadge, Ohio, Northeast Ohio, Akron, Cleveland area, named after Benjamin Tallmadge of Revolutionary War fame. A really good softball community. We talked about it from a Little League World Series standpoint earlier in the evening. But 7 state titles in high school softball.
Now running at first base number 42, Danielle Sharp. And the batter, second base.
Danielle Sharp has come in to run.
Allman.
Peyton Allman is the batter. Swing the liner the other way, into the wind, it drops. Right in front of Hero. Sharp had the hold. So just 1 base for her, and it's a single. That thing was cranked. And the wind has kicked up.
Entering the game for Ohio
It's
now.
breezing pretty hard out to right field. Almond goes across that breeze. So if she didn't have the wind fighting her there, that might even have traveled further. This is the spot in the order of Peyton Allman. She's being hit for by Audra Norris. Excuse me, it's the spot in the order of Zappola. Being hit for by Norris, who did the same in the 4th. She is a pitcher as well. Takes a strike. 2-2. Her favorite animal is the narwhal. Points for creativity. It is a whale with a unicorn horn. Lives near Greenland. The 2-2. We'll do it again. It's a beluga relative. Bank that. That'll be a Trivial Pursuit game winner sometime. 1 out, 2 on. The 2-2. And the count is full. This Ohio team remains aggressive. Excuse me, that was ball 4. It was a delayed reaction all around. Because Charton at second base broke like she was going to take third and then ran back to second before... it was ball 3. Rick Pepin just came out of the dugout for Gladstone. That was ball 3. But a tremendous job of selling it. If you're Ohio, then now the umpires will conference. What was the website? Coolmathgames.com? is our volunteer umpiring crew. They do a phenomenal job throughout all the levels of this tournament, giving of their time, their services, their expertise. And they work a ton of games in a week. So now, the 3-2. Well, that's a strike, and down goes Norris. Both runners did advance, by the way, on that play. So in the confusion, she walked, which she wasn't supposed to do, but both runners advanced and weren't thrown out. So it's second and third. And here is Lily Bond. 2 down. Bond has walked, has struck out, and grounded out today. She has scored a run. 6 different Tallmadge players have scored their 9 runs. Marissa Charton has taken the monopoly on the others. She has scored 3 times today. At the bottom of the order. Two. Montgomery Pepin potentially ends her day with back-to-back strikeouts. Up and down, but she closes the door well.
If you believe in breaking the traditional mold, why suffer from a blade made with tech that's old? Ditch the blade. Protect your skin with Comfort Glide rings. New Philips Norelco S6000. There's always a way to make life better. Philips Norelco.
We take thousands of pictures with automatic cameras looking for small elements. With Microsoft AI, we can analyze these images in 10 minutes instead of 10 days, so we have more time to find and protect them.
Going to the Shawn Mendes Verizon Up concert was like an out-of-body experience.
Why the Yusufzai sisters chose Verizon.
We were right in center, front row. Actually, Serena, you touched Shawn Mendes. Yeah, I touched Shawn Mendes, like held my hand for a while, and then we got to meet him after, which was like another surprise. Yeah, we love Verizon even more now. I'll never forget that day.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like thousands of tickets to concerts, festivals, and private shows. Plus, a free Galaxy S10e when you buy one. That's Verizon.
The 2019 Cadillacs are made for summer and made to move. Get 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 on a 2019 Escalade when you finance through GM Financial. Or current eligible non-GM lessees get this low mileage lease on this 2019 Escalade from around $869 per month.
We continue here in the 6th inning. Ohio leading Michigan 9-4. 5 runs keeps this thing going for the Gladstone, Michigan young ladies. They will get their first full inning of work against the reliever Larissa Taylor, who came in to bring up a looking strikeout to end the 5th inning. Got out of a jam. Sam Farabee re-enters at catcher. Mia Zappola re-enters at first base for Ohio after they were run for an inning ago. The first pitch misses away to Reese Hero, one of the most improved players on this Gladstone team, exceedingly superstitious. The whole team is. That's grounded toward third and off the glove of Shaw. Excuse me, stays out.
The center fielder, 23, Cameron Buckley.
Hero's superstitions. The day before a tournament, she sleeps on the same side of the bed. She will remain on that side of the bed the duration of the tournament. Her hair is always braided the same way, and she eats Raisin Bran for breakfast before every game of the tournament. Look at pitch runner. Addie Tryon. Just 4'8". Addie Tryon is also superstitious. Those are the exact same pants she has worn since she was 8 years old. Pitch misses down. 1 ball and no strikes. She says they're a little tattered, a little worn, sewn together in some places, but until she outgrows them, or until they fall apart, and that can be fixed, she's sticking with them. And even when they fall apart, they're going in her bat bag and coming on the road with her. Ground ball, back to the pitcher, and Taylor goes to first for the force. 1 out. Now you might be saying to yourself, by the way, 4'8", she's very small. Yet here, 4'8", actually 4'9", is the average age of an American 11-year-old girl. First pitch swing and a pop-up. Caught out of shortstop to end the at-bat for Samantha Dryler, who is 5 feet tall. Future forensic scientist.
Shortstop, 45, Tia Schoen.
And Tia Schoen is Michigan's final hope, with a runner at second base and 2 down in the 6th. She's been on twice. And a foul ball. She'll have a free life. It's off the glove of Farabee. I don't know if she just got razzed in the dugout, but stuck her tongue out at somebody. I'll get it next time, coach. Shown as a single, a walk, 2 runs, and 2 steals. And she's got herself behind 0-2. That's grounded off the glove of Taylor. Collects, and the ball game is over. The first day of pool play ends with a 9-4 aggressive Tallmadge, Ohio victory. Ohio won this tournament last year, and Ohio starts off 2019 on the right foot again.
Final score here this evening: Ohio 9, Michigan 4. Best of luck to both teams.
OHIO, the team that came from Northeast Ohio, gets the better of Gladstone, Michigan. 3 more games on the docket tomorrow here from Fishers. Iowa, Nebraska, they'll make their debut. Ohio and Missouri, who will make their debut. And then Wisconsin and Indiana, who will make their debut at 11, 2, and 5. We'll have the coverage of all 3 of those games, just as we had the coverage of all 3 of these games. We started this morning at 9:30. The opening ceremonies with all 8 teams being honored, all 9 teams being honored on the field here at Fishers High School. Then in game 1, it was Callie Van Strand. That thing went 210 some odd feet over the left center field fence. A 10-0 run rule win for Illinois. Then a pitcher's duel between Iowa and Kentucky. 6 pitches was all this game needed, because 6 pitches in, Iowa led 2-0. 2-1 was the final score, as Iowa advances its record to 1-0 in pool play. And then here in our final game, it was a 4 RBI day. Lexi Gray was great today. She goes 3 for 4, and on the out, she drove in a run. Ohio, a 9-4 win to seal victory. You can watch a replay of all of these games on our ESPN app. We'll see you back here tomorrow. For Greg Pike and the rest of our crew, my name is Joel Gadet. Good night.